we're below this midpoint. Okay, we're looking for that short position in shorts now. QQQ puts, NQ shorts, everybody. All right, I'm selling 10% now. Oh, not fast enough. Come on, James. Get up there. 326 a contract on the fill on that next sell, right at about 95 points profit, 93 points profit. All right. Michael, I want you to do it right now. Your journal entry is going to be public. Congratulations. You just submitted yourself to the Valor one-on-one session. Michael Anzalotti, I want you to tell me what about that trade holding past 20 points was difficult? Tell me, please. I'm here to help you. I'm putting you on the spot because it's to help you. All right, that's literally 99 points profit, by the way. So tell me, Michael, what were you afraid of? What was going through your head right now while it's fresh in your head? Tell everybody in here. You're going to help people by doing this, by the way. I'm typing 100 because we're going to hit it. So. Yeah, this is all messed up. There we go. The volume just printed. There you go. Now the volume's showing. Michael, nothing. I just see green and just sell. No reason. Well, Michael, I'm laughing out of honestly, endearment for you because I know how that feels. Okay. I know how that feels. It's totally okay. All right. The key level we need to be wary of. This is the next possible bounce range. This is a range we might bounce in. Okay. I know a lot of you guys are going to probably ask, James, what's a good retest spot? Because we don't have high volume. I don't have a retest spot for you. I'm sorry. Okay. It's just a little too dangerous. The volume is not the highest. Are we selling? Yes, we're selling. It's beautiful, but the volume is a little bit too high. Again, if it wasn't clear, MU, I got stopped out slightly in profit. Okay. When it slipped that pre-market high. But those MU contracts were expensive. I don't expect any of you to have traded those. I want to record this real quick. If you guys don't mind giving me some emojis, just let me know how you did. You can type in the chat. You can give me emojis, whatever you like. This is 118 profits here at the bottom. 118 profits. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and record this. All right. All right, so we have 118 points here in profit at the bottom. Beautiful trading so far. 6 minutes into market open, over 100 points profit. Executed our game plan perfectly, which was a breakout of 27,437 to the downside. And Valor family, my whole team, we all loved it. We all loved it. Great trades. We got the cat gifts, everything. All right. There we go, guys. There we go. No, Mark. Why feel FOMO? Mark, let's put it this way, Mark. You made $950 in the pre-market. If you realistically did you decide already that you were not going to trade? Is that what you told yourself, Mark? Like that was your pre-market game plan, or was, hey, I already got a trade, I'm not going to trade? Yeah, the first day without Jerome Powell is a great day. That's true. Like I said, though, the market should open up now that it's Thursday, Friday. I told you guys that. So, this was like I said, pretty textbook, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, playing it safe, being safe and conservative. And then now letting things open up. All right, here's the deal. I'm just going to let this sell. My next trim is going to be around 173 points profit, okay? We are currently at 134 points profit. So do not rely on me for your trims. I mean, you shouldn't be doing that anyway, but trim where you want to trim, have your stop loss and profit where you want to have your stop loss and profit. I would say if I was anyone's shoes, trading prop firms, trading options, doesn't matter. I would have my stop loss somewhat in profit, guys. You should not have your stop loss at break even anymore. It should be somewhat in profit. Me personally, If price comes back up, I will sell some of my position in this order block if it comes back to this order block. And then I will stop out entirely. If we break above at 27,395, I will stop out fully in profit. All right. Yeah, I told myself I wasn't going to trade. Hey, Mark, listen up, man. Seriously here. Then you did a good job. You did a good job. I know some of you guys categorize trades as easy and not easy. I mean, I don't feel like it's easy. I'm trying to read the order flow. It feels pretty hard to me. I would never call it easy trying to identify these entries if they're legitimate or not. Because how many times have you watched that same price action happen and it just bounces aggressively and stop you out, right? So I wouldn't call it easy. In terms of it's smooth, yeah, it's a smooth trade. There was no real pullback. Pretty much everybody, even if you chased it, it's straight to profits. Pretty hard to mess a trade like this up. But in my opinion, you are the man for following your game plan, Mark. Seriously, right now, Mark, raise your right hand, pat yourself on the back, say, Mark, you did a good job. You followed your game plan. That will create a good trader in the long run. 100 trades from now, you will be a better trader if you keep doing what you just did. Whether you made $950 in the pre-market or $950 in this trade here, it does not matter. It does not matter. Okay? All right. I'm scaling out again right here on QQQ, everybody. This is actually astronomical as well. So we've gone from all the way up. We're at 450 a contract on this sell. 450 a contract on this. But this is the next sell right here. 170 points profit. That's incredible. What was the reason for waiting so long for the next trim? Well, because it has room. It's got room. Why would I micromanage this? Once it's actually breaking out like this, I got to let it breathe, man. I've already took a majority exit right here. There's no reason to just go trim. Let it breathe. This is how I'm increasing my net ROI, right? So if my last trim was at 80 points and then I wait till 175 for my next trim, which is at my a further down level, man, my net ROI just jumped dramatically by doing that. That's why I have confidence in my trade. I'm letting it run, I'm letting it breathe based on the continued selling pressure that keeps coming in. Jordan, 1M&Q, where do you stop out? I would have sold it right here at 175 points profit. I would sell it. If I was you, I would have sold it already. You got one contract, man. That's $340 of open P&L you're risking. It's not worth risking it anymore. Igor, I don't know of any prop firm that doesn't let you trade like this trade. They would all let you trade this. I don't know. I'm not sure. What prop firm are you referring to that doesn't allow you to trade? No, you can trade the market open with Take Profit Trader. You can. A lot of people in here are using that. It's just red tape news. They just don't want you trading red tape news. And they have a calendar for it as well, Igor. If you're confused on when you can and cannot trade, you can Google it, or Take Profit Trader's website, they have it as well. It's a calendar where it literally says you can't trade a news event. So when Jerome Powell is up there speaking, they don't want you trading that. Big things like that. They don't want you trading because it's irresponsible. So I completely agree with them on not allowing you to trade during those things. Did you sell it, Jordan? I'm just not the biggest fan of you leaving so much open P&L on the table when you have one contract left. I think that's a really good full exit down here. Okay. Yeah, Jordan, you just gave up an extra 30 points for no reason. You know what I mean? That's why I was saying to sell it right here. You don't want to deal with a pullback when you have one contract left. I mean, that goes for everybody. One contract left. When you get past 150 points profit, guys, just sell it. Unless you're heavy equity position, you know what I mean? Just sell it. Good job, Erica. So Meta played out well. Oh, looks like it did. Strong in both directions, huh? All right. Any questions? You guys ask your questions if you got questions. I am going to end this OBS here now that we've watched this play out. Perfect. Yeah. I already had a buy order set for Meta. So filled my order right when the market opened. Whenever I see earnings drops, look at this retest. This is actually really pretty. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this on the order block. Let's see. It needs to flush this key level. Because this is determining if we want to stay in this or not. If it holds this key level, bounces this aggressively, I'm selling more of my position. Okay, if it comes up to 27,363, I'm selling 5% of my position. And then if it comes up to 395, I only have 5% left. I will sell the remainder of my position at 395, okay? So these are my stop losses in profit. I have a stop loss in profit here, and I have a stop loss in profit here. So I only have 10% of my position remaining. So 5% gets sold here, 5% gets sold there. That way I still realize good profit on both positions while trying to see if I can get more. But if not, it's okay because I've already sold 90% of the position. How do I know if I should be going for a 2R or a 3R? Carissa, I would say it's best to start with a 2R because it will already be difficult. It will be difficult for you to do a 2R in the beginning. So it really is worth it for you to just say, hey, look, for right now, I'm going to do the 2R and then I'll leave it at that. All right. Let's see if it'll let me do the video. It will. Here you go. All right. I finished my OBS recording, so I'm here. I really needed to reject this order block, guys. You're welcome. Everyone who's leaving, you're welcome. I like that a lot, Roman. Thanks for typing that out, man. Just waiting here, everybody. Yes, it's a very good day for me. I'll post it afterwards. I don't have a final P&L yet, but it's 190 points profit so far. Gorgeous. How do you deal with greed? I would say the best way to deal with greed is having a system in place. Think about creating like almost like walls to keep you safe, Omar. So I could tell myself, hey, look, I'm looking to capitalize on a certain trade. Let's say you were with me this week. Let's say zoom out on NVIDIA. What do you want to see? Oh, no, what did I just do? Thank God for the undo button, right? Here, whatever you need to see, just screenshot that really fast so I can go back. All right, I'm changing it. Let's say you had the same mindset as me, Omar. So let's say at the beginning of the week, you're like, all right, James is saying just to play defensively Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to open up and capitalize Thursday, Friday, because of the news. Okay. So you've already built a large picture establishment of your system for the week. So now you're telling yourself, all right, I'm going to go for 2-to-1 R trades Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm going to size lighter, whatever makes you feel better, or just not take trades if I don't love it, right? So let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all you get is one trade, like look at yesterday. Yesterday, there really just was the breakout for puts at the open, and that was pretty much it, right? And then there was, by the way, everyone that did not attend the FOMC session, we didn't take any trades during FOMC, if you're wondering. There was no trades. It was just pretty low movement. So it was good learning, but no real movement, no trades. You would approach the market and tell yourself, all right, I have this game system of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, trading lightly. Thursday, Friday, I'm going to open up a bit, size a little heavier, let my positions run. So in the meantime, I want to establish rules to keep me safe to prevent your so-called greed. So I would say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if I get one winning trade, I'm calling it no matter what. I don't care if I see another setup. I don't care if I'm only going to risk 20% of my profits. I'm not taking another trade. I'm playing defensively. One and done. Green, I'm gone. Right? Now, Thursday, Friday opens up. Thursday, I'm only going to take, again, one winning trade because I plan to size up. I plan to expand my trade, let it run a little bit longer. So I want to let these things work. If they can work, I can make back any profits I would have possibly had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or any losses I could have had. Let them open up. Again, 1 to 2 trades. I have a position size in mind. Okay, how much money am I willing to lose on the day, right? By the way, if this isn't clear, this is 200 points now. If you're wanting to scale out again, that's 208 points profit right here. 208 points. Ask how much money you're willing to lose. That's a really simple way to do it. Just saying, all right, I'm willing to lose $800 today. So I can lose $400 in the first trade and $400 in the second trade. Keeping it really simple. Hold on. I got to open my door. It's really hot in here. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Sorry. Apologies about that. So, oh my gosh, it just flushed that much more that fast? 235 points. Well, I missed that. I definitely would have trimmed on that. I'm just going to wait till it comes back down here. That's frustrating. When you have that type of system in place, Omar, a certain amount of money you're willing to lose each day, your exact game plan when it comes to what do I do if I take a win? What do I do if I take a loss? Two red trades in a row, you're done. Rules like that to keep you safe. Those prevent fear and prevent greed. Okay. The whole point is if you don't have rules in place to protect yourself, much like what a prop firm does, your emotions will rule the day. Your emotions will control your account. Sadly. Okay. So that is something you really just want to be keeping in mind as you're looking at this from that perspective. All right. 20% on QQQ. Moved my stop loss too early to entry and got stopped at break even. Good job. Good job, Nathaniel. Everybody today did a really good job. All right, I want to do another. I've already lost half a group, but let me do another poll. This is just participation. Valor poll. All right, guys, let's see. If you saw at least 40 points profit, if you saw less than 40 points because you sold early due to fear, you didn't take the trade. And I will tell you guys the percentages. All right. As it stands, 67% saw at least 40 points. 22% sold early due to fear. 11% did not take the trade. All right. Those are the stats for you guys. I have another poll. Let's see this one. This will be interesting. How are you on the day? I'm really proud of that. I'll take a picture of that for you guys. That's freaking awesome. Ah, really good job. Wow. 92% green, 8% red. 92% green, 8% red. All right. Two questions then. Two questions. You can put it in the Q&A, by the way. If you don't want to put it in the Zoom chat, I can totally get it. You don't want to say you were red or you don't want to say you sold early. Zoom, on the Zoom screen, wherever you have the Zoom at the bottom says Q&A. You can type private questions in there. I'm the only one that sees it. Let me know why you're red, and then let me know, those of you that sold early, why you sold early. I would love to see that. We already, yeah. Jan, that's why I did that poll. I know there was like 12% of you that were cash. If you're cash, you're cash. That's up to you. Just need to ask yourself why you were cash. Today, in my opinion, if you agreed with my sentiment at all this week of opening up Thursday, Friday, and taking advantage of the market, and you stayed cash today, in my opinion, you failed. If you didn't agree with me and you were like, nope, I'm not comfortable trading the open, then you did a good job. Or if you were like Mark, for instance, Mark who traded in the pre-market and made money and told himself he was not going to trade. Staying cash is a win. But if you said, yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not a fan of this trading, this price action. All right, Thursday, we've had big earnings sentiments. All the news is out the way. I'm excited to trade. And then the trade came and you hesitated due to fear and you didn't take the trade. You failed. You need to hold yourself accountable and tell yourself you failed and tell yourself how you're going to fix it. So just keep that in mind. Again, that last trim for me was right there at 278 points profit. 278 points. And as you guys can see, the ones that are kind of scared by pullbacks, what happens in a normal market? Sell, pullback, sell, pullback, sell, pullback, sell, pullback. You have to get used to pullbacks if you want to start scaling out of trades. If you cannot handle pullbacks, if these pullbacks scare you, like if you're looking at this now and you're like, yeah, every single one of those pullbacks would have scared me, that's okay. You need to learn your strengths, learn your weaknesses, capitalize on the strengths, and try to shy away from those weaknesses. So in this particular situation, I would tell myself, okay, I truly just don't have the ability to scale out of a position right now. I get way too scared on any micro pullback whatsoever. I sell my position out of fear. That you are a good candidate for trying a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio trade. You're a great candidate for that. You should try that, because what it's doing is it's removing the option for you to butcher your trade. It's removing that option. If you're disciplined, then you know when you enter the trade, you should wait for 40 points profit or a 20-point stop loss, no matter what. You also have the comfort of mind, just simple math. If I take a losing trade and my next trade's a winning trade, I'm obviously heavy green on the day. If I have 2 winning trades and 1 losing trade, that means you were up 400, 800, 1200, 1600, and then minus 400. So you're still up 1200. You know the math works in your favor. So think about that, put that in your journals today. If you kind of butchered trimming today, or you sold too early, or you got scared, or you were trying to hold the trade and a pullback absolutely wrecked you mentally, those are things to think about. All right. Remember, you do not have to trade like me. 2-to-1 R, 3-to-1 R, scale out of your position, scalper, you hold it. You can be successful almost any way. Those are just different forms of taking profits. They're just different forms of taking profits. It's all the same strategy, trading based on volume. Key level breaks with order flow. That's it. All right. All right, guys. Again, just put your stop losses in profit wherever you feel comfortable for your risk, because it depends on you, your drawdown. If you're trading on an options account, how much money you're willing to give back. Have your stop loss somewhat in profit. Don't just let it go to zero. And because you can keep squeezing points out here, but you can only go so far. Okay. You can only go so far. All right. But what the, it's a funny question, Adrian. I've always had a big laugh. I've always had a big laugh. All right, guys. You guys stay blessed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Remember, don't let trades like this get to your head too. Okay. Don't go crazy tomorrow. This is just a normal trading day like any other day. It just happened to be a smooth day. That's all. All right.